team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. Bring it out to the 25. will throw. That's caught. It's Bryant. He'll step out of bounds right. A big-time pickup on that one. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Wide receiver going in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that was just way too easy.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Now on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense, quick tempo. On the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Moore to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't happen.
Touchdown, Oregon! The offense cashing it in on that drive. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And they did tack on that extra point, no problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the run, it's Love. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Notre Dame right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll give it to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Hands it off. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got his man. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They'll run the toss. Powers through the defender. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct.
Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
Snap to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing into zone defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. While they're thrown a little bit late, as a result, it's an INT.
Moore will throw. Going downfield for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds space on the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Benson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open...
He's loose. He's at the tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
This loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. The toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Line getting set on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's locked. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with...
Oh, the ball squirts out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 40. That's a live ball. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. He might want another play. To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Hauls it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Moore to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Love. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Pauly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Pauly. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Irish! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Benson. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Moore will throw. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Love. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Love. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Love. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That's reeled in. It's Love. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Toss sweep to the left. Shows him the stiff arm. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Moore to the air. Quickly complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Benson. Hard running there.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Stewart. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions. You're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He's going to take off. Gets some yardage and gets down.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Moore will throw. Oh, they're after him. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Good, disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation. They use their speed to get to the QB.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the left. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going over the top. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bunch formation for these receivers. Complete to start this drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Moore to the air. Keeps looking downfield. The short hands, it's Moore. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroh.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Dogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They use the end around, first play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving.
I love the timing on the jet sweep there. The quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. He could give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, and start getting upfield.
Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Moore will throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. A nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Here's the pressure. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
And the Ducks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. Frazier. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Now rolling to the left. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. It doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it. They get the big pick.
They'll run the option. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Goes to the option. Fighting off the defender. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. On the option. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. Now, how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
He's in open space downfield. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Here's the handoff. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gump. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They stop him just a length or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Runs through a tackle. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Off play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Moore to the air. takes the easy completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Steamrolls his way ahead. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the option. Just ran over it. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option. Can't get him to the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Defense looks as if it's coming. He'll ride his man on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And a great job by the defense seeing the ball come out, rallying to the football, understanding that thing went wide. I'm going to go get it right now. Great job, D.
These last two plays have just made you go, what are you doing? Third and goal, a chance to set it right. Moore will throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It'd have been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously, still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. That's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half. Get
that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Creates a little space. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. On the snap, it's Frazier. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been hungry.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Direct snap. It's Frazier. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Shakes off the defender. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They're sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
And it's nice to be an offensive coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high-percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
On the snap, it's McCray. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. They're working that left side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Dogs headed quickly to the line.
And it's a great job with the play fake there. Fourth down, you're going with the bootleg, so you got to sell a run. You see all those defenders thinking the running back has it. Once the quarterback's out on the perimeter, he's got a lot of space and time to find his open receiver to pick up that first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the... If you want to run the football, you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The quarterback may change this route. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got a man, it's Branch. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking for room, it's McCray. Turning it on! He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Georgia.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Direct snap. It's French. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
So now it's second and long. Moore to the air. The short hands, it's Stewart.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll throw on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Ducks will snap it on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. Touchdown, Ducks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Moore will throw. Deflected near the end zone.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. defenders are ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Wants to fire on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last two snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He's got two. He's got two. One more satellite. Ready, set, run.
Second down, he'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. A goal dive to haul that one in.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The option look. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's second and goal. Moore to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. In this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Grab near the sticks, it's Delp. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. They've got time here to take a shot or two, but they need to be smart. They're already in field goal range. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. defense playing a bail technique.
Timeout, Georgia.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Motion from the wideout. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They'll go back to the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.